This is a fast lens. This is not, but in reality there's nothing this lens can physically do quicker than this one, and that can be confusing. So what makes this a fast lens? Well, I hope you will stick around, enjoy the video, and I will explain all. Welcome to the PhotoGenius channel. Hi, I'm Paul from PhotoGenius. Welcome to the channel. Here I share tips and tricks, camera settings and more to help you take better photos. I also run photography courses and workshops here in Brisbane. If you want to find out more, check out the PhotoGenius website. So in this week's video, I want to demystify the term fast lens. What does it mean? What makes a lens a fast lens? And what are the benefits? I also have some lens recommendations coming up. So lenses allow us to do a lot of creative things, such as blur backgrounds, compress perspective, telephoto lenses providing a narrow view but getting us close to the action, and of course a wide angle lens will do the complete opposite. Now sometimes you may hear a lens being referred to as a fast lens, but what exactly does that mean? Well, firstly, let's get this one out of the way. It has absolutely nothing to do with how fast a lens can focus. A fast lens is actually a lens that can capture significantly more light, thus allowing the use of a faster shutter speed. Let's break that down. A fast lens is a lens that can capture significantly more light. Take this lens for example, standard kit lens, maximum aperture f3.5. Now this is not regarded as being a fast lens, but this is, because it has a maximum aperture of f2, which is wider than the kit lens and therefore has the ability to capture more light. To show how this works, a few days ago I was on the beautiful Gold Coast at Coolangatta, capturing a few silhouette images just prior to sunrise. I was using a Nikon ZFC, but this demonstration will apply to any camera that has manual functions. So here are my camera settings: ISO 400 and a shutter speed of 1/25th of a second, which is a fairly slow shutter speed. The aperture is set to the widest the kit lens will allow, which is f3.5, and the camera's meter is showing a balanced exposure, so it's all good. Now if I swap to a faster lens, I can open the aperture wider to f2, and because more light can now pass through the lens, you will see the light meter indicating overexposure. But that's not a problem. All I need to do is increase the shutter speed so the camera has less time to record light. So compared to the kit lens, we don't have to allow as much time to capture the same amount of light, and because the shutter can open and close faster, you've guessed it, that's why we use the term a fast lens. But when is a lens a fast lens? Well, generally most people regard a lens that has a maximum aperture of f2.8 or larger to be a fast lens. This could include zoom lenses, but is much more likely to be a prime lens as they often have wider apertures. And what are the advantages and benefits of using a fast lens? Well, because a faster lens means in turn we can use a faster shutter speed, and a faster shutter speed can capture movement and reduce blur. Photographers who take photos of moving subjects such as sports and wildlife are absolutely going to reap the benefits. A larger aperture can also be used to create what we call a shallow depth of field. This can give a gorgeous blurry background that can help the subject stand out. That's a technique often used in portrait photography. And finally, using a lens with a wider aperture could be a better alternative to increasing the camera's ISO, which can result in digital noise. So, also great for taking photos indoors, low light and nighttime photography. Now it has to be said that often the wider the aperture, the more expensive the lens. There are many to choose from, but owning a fast lens doesn't mean breaking the bank. There are a few budget lenses out there that are certainly worth checking out. The nifty 50 with a wide aperture of f1.8 is my go-to recommendation if you're looking for a great value fast lens. I've made 2 videos about this lens, click on the link if you wish to watch. Now Canon's 50mm f1.8 STM is great value if you're using a DSLR camera at around $125 on Amazon. It's also available for the mirrorless RF mount, and of course Nikon also have a version available as well. Links for the best deals can be found in the video description below. Lenses also worth considering are the Canon RF 28mm f2.8 STM, the Nikon 40mm f2 for the Z mount, and if you're a Fujifilm shooter, then my pick would be either the XC 35mm f2 or the Viltrox 23mm f1.4, which is available to fit the Fujifilm X mount. For more info, check out the video description below. So I really hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please help and support the channel by hitting the like button. You'll find it somewhere down here. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future videos from me, and that is about it. Other than to say, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. See ya. Bye.